Welcome to the
No Faking
podcast with your host, Jay Rudy.
and your boy, Mr. Third Strike himself.
Face Hey, today, man, we got a special guest, man. Jay Lux, you feel me? Jay Juice, you feel me? Jay Money, man. Everything start with a J, man. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hey guys, my name is Jay. Nice to meet you. Thanks for having me.
Okay. We got a special episode in store for y'all, man. You the first girl on our podcast, man. How you feel?
Oh, I feel real special. I like that.
First girl. Come on now, you know.
Feel me? We got a lot of good questions packed. You feel me? First off, man, how y'all doing?
Good.
Good. Day was vibing. Day was cooling. For sure skis.
Now, how you feeling, Miss J?
I had a long day today, but it was good.
Okay. You feel me? Still alive, man. It was a good day. As myself, man, I'm feeling good. You feel me? I'm feeling great. To jump off, first question I have for you, man. Like, where does your mindset come from? Because I know you always like start businesses and things like that.
But before
you're a go-getter, man. You know she a go-getter.
Yeah, for sure. Before we get into that, I'd say just tell the crowd a little bit about yourself. Tell them the multiple businesses that you are a part of, and some of the different endeavors that you partake
Ventures.
Oh, of course. Okay, hey guys, my name is Jay, or you can call me Jay. Yeah. Anyways, oh my God.
Don't act shy, bro. Speak up.
Hey,
I be nervous, y'all.
You're not even shy for real.
I am shy. But anyways, like they said before, I have two businesses. So the first business that I have is J Lux, where that's how I first started my entrepreneurship during COVID time. So I opened up a boutique where I sell clothes for women, and it's different types of purses, handbags, any way that you want to express yourself, I got you. So I have that, and I also have something called Jay's Juice, which was founded in August of 2023. So it's nice and fresh, y'all, because
baby.
Yeah, I love Jay's Juice. So if you haven't tried it, you should really get into it. So because everybody that tried it always go back and buy it. So
what made you get into Jay's Juice?
I've always kind of focused more on my health. Like every single thing kind of that I do is like health related. Mm-hmm. So I seen that especially our colored people, we kind of struggle a little bit with
colored people.
Black people. Here we go. We kind of struggle with our health a little bit. So I was like, let me try to help my people out. So I, started doing some experimenting, some researching and stuff on like how to give back to our community in a way where people are actually going to like the stuff or whatever I'm selling. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I make juice myself, so people were actually asking me to try it. So when I gave it to them, they all were looking at me like, this, you put sugar in this or you put this in that? I said, no, it's like natural juice.
And it's all natural.
It's all natural. So yeah, I kind of focus more on it, and I see that it's doing really well, so I love it.
Okay, that's good. Mm-hmm. Now going back to my question, man, where your mindset came from as far as like being an entrepreneur? You feel me? Being like a go-getter.
Well, I guess it came from like when I was in school, most likely mostly in undergrad. Mm-hmm. So around the time that I was in school all the time, we couldn't really work because I was working full time. Mm-hmm. I'm not working, sorry. I was in school full time. So even after my bachelor's degree, I had to get my master's, and I was working or going to school full time. So I needed something to kind of like, get me going in the midst of me trying to get my degree. So when they had shut us down during COVID time, I was like, okay, we got to figure something out. So I just started. I've always been a creative person, so I felt like it was very easy for me to gravitate towards people, and people gravitate towards me a lot. So it's very easy for me to kind of get out there and like, show my bubbly personality towards people, and yeah, it works all the time. So I just feel like it's in me to be what I am right now.
Like where do you get like motivation from? Like, did you learn from somebody? Like, is there somebody in your family that's like entrepreneurial? Like,
no, not really. I think I was the first entrepreneur, if I really can. Yeah, if I can. Family? Yeah, if I can think about it. Yeah, I was the first actually. So,
did you look up to anybody? Like what made you start? You just had the idea?
Yeah, I didn't really tell anybody until the ending. I did a lot of research. I kind of went into research. Okay, how do I get started? How do I, start up my logos? How do I do marketing? All that stuff. Even Mark, when I when I did my first marketing video or my marketing I think it was a video. Yeah,
video promo.
Yeah, my promo for my first launch, like when I was launching my first business, J Lux, he didn't even know about it until like the week of. So I was like, okay, y'all, I'm doing this. I need you guys to be there and get ready for this or whatever. So I seen that me being consistent with that and like posting on time and starting to talk about it, like, okay, y'all be ready on this day. Yeah. It worked really well for me. So
why you ain't want to tell nobody? Like, what's the importance of that?
I feel like it's kind of more so, especially when people are not on the same, they don't have the same mindset as you. They kind of what's the word? Detour you from what you know you can do. So even if I because I did that before, like even before I became an entrepreneur, sometimes I would drop ideas to like my friends or my family, and I'd be like, oh y'all, look, what y'all think about this? They'd be like, I don't know, it's not gonna work. I'm like, I can't listen to people like that because they don't have the same, if they're not thinking the same way that I'm thinking, then I'm easily, or it can be easy for me to get,
discouraged.
Because one thing I notice, and you see it happen a lot, especially in your friend group. Most people will tell you can't do something if they feel like they can't do it. Right?
Yes, exactly.
And as humans, like, once you realize you can do it, then you're going to see it happen a lot. But until the first person really break out that mold and actually do it, then everybody's like, nah, it can't be done, it can't be done, it can't be done. Like, even with, like, if you go back to, like, running in Olympics, like, they used to say it was impossible to run a mile under a certain time.
Yeah.
And then after the first person did it, the following 4 years, multiple people did it. They start breaking that record because, like, they're like, oh, it can be done.
Yeah.
So now they will work towards it versus, there's no point to try because it can't be done. It's impossible.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, and sometimes we don't really mean to do it, especially when it comes to like family and friends. Like we don't mean to be like, oh no, I don't think so.
Yeah, because your family, they trying to protect you. They think out of love.
Yeah.
Like, they're like, man, I don't want her to go through like all this stuff.
So even when it comes to like my friends and my family and stuff, when they have something going on that's coming up, I'd rather them just not tell me because life be lifing sometimes, and you don't want to start dropping all your business out and then you don't have nothing to show for it the time you said it was supposed to happen. So that's why I just keep quiet until I know for sure. Okay, this is gonna happen.
Fact. One thing I want to say too, like to the audience, like sometimes y'all talk too much. You feel me? You need to shut up, man. Yeah. Just shut up. Like you get an idea, just don't say nothing about it. Like just wait till you feel me. Things is in motion. Because like even with your parents, like the people that's supposed to be loving you like the most, you tell them, you give them your idea. They gonna try to deter it, like, man, what you because they never seen that especially if they never seen it in the family before,
and especially
if you're the first one, like,
where that's gonna come from, like where the funds gonna come from, where all that's gonna come from, and I'm gonna say, and like I always say, y'all feel me? Y'all know I love the story of Joseph, so I'm always find a way to bring it. You feel me? Hey, when you watch this podcast long enough, you're gonna know that story front and back. But with Joseph, he got that vision from God, you know what I mean? And then so now he's walking around boasting, oh yeah, y'all gonna be bowing down to me. God said I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that.
Facts.
Then they looking at him like, first, envy, like who you think you are?
Yeah.
Two, it's like, let's be serious, right? And then as time progressed, now they using that to make fun of him because it wasn't coming into fruition when he thought it would. It's like, oh yeah, you're gonna be the ruler here, but it took him like years to actually get to that position. So instead of telling people, so they were like, oh yeah, you're not gonna do it. 5 years done passed and you said you were gonna be a millionaire. You're never gonna be a millionaire. We don't know the time, but you just gotta keep working towards it.
That goes for like family too, like because sometimes people will be like, man, also you don't think just working and going to school is enough? Like why you gotta seek more, bro? Like
they don't really understand.
Yeah, they don't understand. Like,
they're not in the same generation as us, so we see things way different than how they seen it.
Especially nowadays, things are getting rough, man. Like you need additional
multiple
income.
Streams.
There's no way you can enjoy life on one stream, like for real.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, you can't.
Because like prices going up like crazy,
exponentially, bro.
And going on the business, like, do you feel like after you launched, do you feel like it was important to have a good support system? For
sure, yeah. But I also noticed too, and it's something that I feel like it comes with being an entrepreneur. Yeah. The people that kind of knows you, they're not going to be the main ones supporting you. So even so when it goes on you from what you just said just now, do you feel like you need support? I feel like you're kind of your support. Like, you know you know what you want, you know what to do to get there. So you kind of have to kind of lean on yourself for majority of your process.
That's true. That's fact. I was gonna say too that one thing that be hurting, bro. You be on IG, see they sharing everybody else's video but your video, bro. You like, dog. You know I got a business too, or you know I'm doing this, I'm doing that too. You sharing the same thing on IG, like you ain't showing no support, and they want to see you, they want to dap you up and things like that. Man, how your juice going? You never bought one, bro. It's like you sharing other juice. Oh, this juice is good from like Walmart or something like this frozen juice. It's like, dang, bro, show some support to me, bro. But that's why you gotta be like a self-starter too, because at the end of the day, you're the only one that have the vision. You're the only one that have the goal. God gave it to you, so most people are not gonna understand it. And by the time they come around, it's gonna be like when you big already. Yeah. They're gonna be like, I already knew you was gonna do it.
And one thing that I do notice too is that, well, when it comes to like entrepreneurship and stuff, is like the people that do support you, they're like, that's the ones that you focus on. Everybody's not gonna want to.
Facts.
They're not gonna want what you have, if that makes sense. Like, okay, if I'm offering this type of product or whatever, they might not be interested in it. So they can support in another way by, I guess what you said like before, like reposting or telling people about you and stuff.
But
sometimes they're not gonna want to. You know, they don't have to purchase. You don't have to. You know, so
just promote it.
Honestly, I like looking at it like from two different lenses. Because I used to be like, especially like with because you know I do a lot of extracurricular, you know, content and a lot of different things. So one thing I learned is first, step back, be humble, expect outside in support. So what that means is strangers are going to support you first, and then as you grow, then internally is going to support you.
Yep.
And the reason you got to think like that is so one, you don't be mad at certain people because they don't see it, right?
Yeah.
Because it's kind of hard if we came from the same spot for me to see you at a certain place, because sometimes it has nothing to do with you. It has something to do with me. It's like we both came from the same spot. How are you all the way over there and I'm still in the same spot?
Yeah, it takes time to process.
Yeah, because it's never hard feelings, man.
Yeah, it's never hard feelings. So like that's why like I never like even if I don't see support right away from people close to me, I'm not gonna judge them, check them, whoop de whoop, because in their head they may not be doing it intentionally. You know what I mean? And on the same token, like I was like with my boy. You could tell me
boy.
Right there, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. You can tell me he'll tell you. He could tell me the most craziest idea. I'm like, I bet. So how we gonna execute it? Even if it don't make sense to me.
Yeah.
We try to figure it out.
I don't see the vision. It don't make sense. But I'm like, okay, so how we gonna execute it? And one thing I make sure to do, what people tend to fail, is like you got to give out what you want. Because the same way we can say, like, nobody supported me, did you support them?
That's true.
And, like, going back to that, too, like, that even the Bible, you feel me?
Jesus,
his own hometown, like, they didn't support him. They're like, man, we knew you, bro. We grew up with
you. Carpenter, bro.
Now you try to pull up and do, like, miracles, bro. Like, we know you, bro. You
like, ZB.
You from 5th Street, bro.
We
was raised together, bro. It was like, so that's why he was like, he couldn't do miracles, because they didn't really believe in him, because they was raised with him. And like I said, it's never hard feelings, man, because at a certain point they're gonna believe.
Yeah,
you know? It's hard to see, because it's like
for sure
when other people start speaking on it and doing it, that's when I can tell you, that's when I see the most love. Like anytime I drop content, nobody reposts it, but then as soon as like other people start posting and it blows, like the one when I hit like I think I hit like 4.5 million on one video. That's when everybody around me like, oh yeah, it's my boy, Yeah. But I appreciate it. I'm getting tagged. I'm getting waking up my sleep. Hey bro, you snapping right now.
Yeah.
But like 3 videos ago when that bit was barely hitting 2,000, I'm getting 400 views. Y'all not even liking it for me.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But that's just human nature, bro. I don't even get mad at people, bro.
And some people, they do be supporting it, but you never know because they don't tell you. Then when you stop, then that's when like, yo, what? Yeah. They used to have it all the time when I had my YouTube channel. When I stopped it, bro, yo, what happened to free money go order? Like, it was like, dog, like, you should have showed the love before.
That's why I be telling people, because that's another thing why I say, don't just snap on somebody because you don't know.
Yeah, you don't.
Because sometimes that external support you giving It's just like you said. Yeah, like I don't wear female clothes. I can't do nothing for that. But I can.
But you got a lot of doms that do.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. But like I was saying, you feel me? I got female acquaintances, female friends with you that I could. Oh, you like that? My cousin sells something similar. Check her out. Show her love. She got a sale going on.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I'm like, if I'm really feeling good, I can support you. Hey, yo, what's your size? I want to support my cousin real quick. I'm gonna get you something from the website.
Yeah.
All right.
And how big is collaboration? Like, 'cause I don't people don't, I don't know, but I don't really see a lot of collaborations. People just like to stick to themselves. Like, especially in business, bro. I think more people put their heads together, we could accomplish more.
That's true. I mean, I think it goes well with what you just said just now.
She don't collaborate that much.
No, okay, I'm about to say something. It's only because
no, she's like collaborate.
No, it's only because you know how before we had talked about like certain people not on the same page as you.
Yeah.
When you collaborate, sometimes it's kind of difficult to get people to be.
Your vision could get deterred.
Yeah, so that's why.
Or like if they're moving lazy and stuff, you're like, but if you're like a hands-on person, and they
so you have to
lazy.
find someone that's literally not literally just like you, but kind of like, okay, the same mindset. Okay, regardless if we don't make a sale today, if we make 0 sales this whole week, we're gonna keep going for the next week. If we make 1,000 sales today, let's just chill. It has to be something that's very consistent. You have to have a mindset to be like, okay, no, regardless of whatever happens, if we get 0 views, we're still gonna continue to do it until we start to reach more people and stuff.
And it's really important that you say that, because I got a lot of entrepreneur friends, right? And
it's hard out here.
And one of the main things that them boys preach, them boys say, they say look at the dollar or the sales second, right? The grind first, because no matter if I made $1 million today, I still gotta grind, because if I'm lazy, what if like some of my friends that's like really sell, like they'll go like 4 months, they'll make nothing. On month 5, they hit for a 40,000. They'll make 40,000 that month.
Yeah.
So it's like some people like, I made 40,000 this month. That's what some people don't even make in a year. We could chill. No, we got to keep grinding, because we don't know how long this drought gonna be.
That's
or
true.
how long this surplus gonna be. So if we hit this month, we got to try to duplicate that. And even if we don't, we still gonna keep trying to duplicate that, or even double it. You know what I mean?
Even for me, because I was new at entrepreneurship when it first started, right? So I didn't know how it was gonna go. I'm trying to see like, okay, what if somebody buy? What if nobody buy my stuff? What if nobody supports me? But the amount that I spent like on my business, I made that within 2 days. Like I got all that money back within 2 days. So I was like, this is what we doing now? Okay, so this is how everybody, And then I was like, okay, wait, I gotta be consistent, because I've seen that everybody are like, they're really interested. But there's some times that you just won't
touch nothing.
Yeah, sometimes you won't touch anything, but it's up to you to be like, okay, are you going to keep going, or are you going to let that stop you? So that's something that was that I noticed for myself, like, okay, I have to be very consistent, because I know people are watching. Some people, they're not going to say anything, but they're watching, and eventually, if they get a paycheck or whatever, or if they can at that time, then they will, so it's just consistent.
And it's funny you say that, because I got this one homegirl. She probably one of my biggest supporters, but I would never know, because she don't like she's really hands off. Like she don't post nothing. She don't like posting. She don't like doing none of that.
Yeah.
But she'll connect me. Like she'll connect me with plugs. This person make this type of content, collab. I already put your name in their ear, so when they come, they're gonna work with you. Da 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 da. And in my head, I'm like, really? Yeah, I watch all your stuff. I said, really? Yeah, anytime I got your notification on, anytime you post, I'm watching. I'm like, in my head, I could have been like, damn, this person never support.
Yeah.
But in actuality, they really going hard for me. Everybody got their own way of supporting.
Yeah.
Some people they like hands on the ground running. I'm gonna talk about it. Some people they gonna post you 24/7. Some people they gonna actually spend bread. And then you got that few that's gonna do all
the above.
That's true. What was like the hardest part of being an entrepreneur for you?
I would say, I guess because I didn't tell anybody, I had to figure stuff out by myself. So obviously I had, some bumps and, certain things that I probably, if somebody else would ask me, if they're trying to start a business, I would be able to tell them, don't do this or don't do that. So I think it was just me trying to figure out stuff by myself. That was probably the hardest part because I didn't really know. I didn't have anybody to ask because I didn't know anybody that did it.
Yeah.
So I think that was probably my hardest part.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I feel lonely when you're the first one that's doing something.
Yeah, because everybody just watching you, they sitting back watching. I'm like, y'all not gonna help.
Yeah, I remember when I first got my rental property, bro. Because like I was doing research and stuff. Like it was the exciting moment. When I finally closed, I finally had it. I was sitting in the backyard, bro. I was kind of depressed. I'm like, dang, what nah? Because I don't know nobody that got a rental property, so I have to figure out everything on my own. And I didn't really have like a system or a team and stuff like that. So I was like, dang, nah, what now, man? The process of the whole high is done. Now you gotta continue. So
yeah. How is it now?
But it's good now. It's good now. Everything's down pat by the grace.
I got a question that's kind of related to what we've been talking about. Why do you think there is such a low turnover rate from the degree that people get and what they end up doing?
That's a good one. Go ahead.
What was it again?
So why do you think that there's a low turnover rate from the degree that someone get and the career that they actually end up in? So like, because a lot of people don't use their careers or use their degrees.
That's a good question. I'm trying to see how I can answer that.
I can answer first.
Yeah.
First, tell your degree if you want to.
Psychology, feel me?
And then what you do now, like, and why you're not in it, like.
Psychology, and right now I'm like a business analyst and I'm an entrepreneur, real estate investor. For me, it was like the more school, man. I didn't want to go to school more. Cause I already knew I wanted to like be free, bro. Like create like a business, and schools ain't gonna provide that.
Okay.
Like what it was gonna do is it was gonna create more debt. And I feel like some people, they just get a degree just to get a degree.
Just say they got it.
Then along the line, they're like, I'm gonna figure it out. But then you end up working in other fields. I didn't really like school like that. So then you end up going to school. You end up working at a job. You're like, I like this job. Because sometimes in a resume, they only look to see like if you have a degree anyways. Yeah. Like, they're like, do you have a BA? Unless you like real specialized. Yeah, then you need your degree. You need your major. But that was my mindset. I was like, man, I didn't really want to go to school. Because I remember I told the story already. My dad ain't want to sign for business. Oh, yeah. So I chose pharmacy, dog. Pharmacy was so hard to me, but I was passing the class, dude. I dropped out of class. I seen the teacher. I was like, why you dropped out? I think biology. No, it was chemistry. Because they had to introduce math and chemistry, bro. I'm like, bro, math already hard, bro. And science already hard. And you put both of them together, bro. I was like, nah, I dropped the class. I seen the teacher. They're like, why you dropped my class? You had a B in it. I'm like, damn, oh well. But my whole goal wasn't I ain't want to go to school more.
Oh, well, for me, I'm still pursuing my I'm trying to work in my field. I'm fresh out of, school, so I kind of like take a little, break and stuff because after I got my master's degree, this is my first time actually not being in school. So I'm just, soaking everything all in and I've been traveling and stuff a little bit, and I have
you've been traveling a lot.
I've been traveling.
A lot of it.
So
that's crazy.
I do have to take my boards in order for me to start working and stuff, and I honestly don't really think I plan on staying in this area when I do start working and stuff.
Where you moving? Oh, you gonna travel?
We're thinking about it. We're trying to see something, but yeah. So I'm still trying to pursue it and stuff. But right now I'm just more on the entrepreneurship lane. Yeah.
Got you. For me, I'm on the low end that actually utilize my degree. You know what I mean? Yes, I do have a job. I do work for the people that think I don't. Like, I really work. I'm an accountant, you guys.
Oh, you don't want to tell them?
No, tell them. All right. But so I got my degree in accounting, and then I started working in accounting. It's just, I picked it because I wanted a recession-proof career. So I don't care what business you go to. Somebody got to see how the money coming in, how the money going out, and somebody got to balance it. There's no AIs or computers that can come take your job. Why? because no matter what it got to do, you still have to plug it in, and somebody have to know the formulas. So no matter where we go, what we do, accounting is always going to be there. So that's why I picked it. But that wasn't my first choice. Like, I got it because, like he said, I'm not a fan of school, right? So I said, let me get a degree where I can make 6 figures even if I don't want to go back to school.
That's good.
Right? And by doing that, it still gives me the option, and it set me apart. So let's say if I did want to go to law school like I originally intended, because all I got to do is go to law school, pass the bar, take my
boards.
exam, and go to law school. And my resume is going to be well diverse compared to people that did pre-law and then law school. Because law school don't really need a prerequisite. Like there's no really degree for law in undergrad. It's only when you go for your master's. So I said, let me just put myself in the best position where whatever decision I choose, even if I'm indecisive, it will prepare me for success and do what I want to do. And even when I go to my other path, like, I don't think I would do full entrepreneurship because there's a lot of perks that come with having a W-2.
Yeah, there's people on TikTok that do that. He still work. He work in tech, but he like there's a lot of benefits.
Yeah, so like, because it's as an entrepreneur, they don't care if you have money. They want to see the consistency of the cash flow. Yeah, right. Because I can
it fluctuates sometimes, so I need to see some
consistency. Yeah. So if like keep my my regular job, but keep a career like where I can still have the freedom to do whatever I want.
Yeah, enjoy your money.
Yeah, like, because I know a lot of people that they make bread, but that's all they do is work.
Yeah, absolutely not. You know me, I can't do that. Job after job after job after job. This is like my 5th job this year.
Oh, yeah, that's crazy. I ain't gonna lie. You know, if she, no.
It's not funny.
No, seriously.
Is it the movie? Tell the movie story. Why you quit? I think they told you to clean the bathroom or something.
Yeah, like what? Do I look like a janitor? It never gave.
You just left. You told him.
Tell him the story.
Because I used to.
Job this year is crazy.
You know, I already told you I was in school full time, so my jobs weren't like serious jobs. It's just to just to give me some money in my pocket. So I used to work at the gym. That was one of them, and they literally told me to go scrub. You know, the toothbrush that we used to brush our teeth.
Oh,
it was that small. They told me to scrub the Stairmaster. I said, "Hold on, give me a second," and I never came back. Because why would you even what?
Hey, everybody hate Chris. My husband got 2 jobs.
Yeah, I don't care if I had zero. I gotta go. Yeah, no.
Was the machine on?
No, the machine works, but no, we're not doing it. I'm sorry. Now what if somebody just walk past and be like, "Oh, isn't that?"
That's Jay cleaning the Stairmaster with
that's Jay's juice.
That's not me. That's not me. So even though around that time we had to wear like a mask and stuff, I said, we're not doing it. We're not doing it. So,
but imagine that. Like, Jay, can you go? Yeah, give me 1 second.
Yeah.
Never came back.
I can't do it. Or like the other jobs, I probably make an excuse and be like, "Oh, I gotta start school again. I'm going out of town." I would say all these things because I will never let a job man. No, we're not doing it.
Jay quit.
Jay quit. You had to be an entrepreneur, boy, because that.
I think I noticed that with me too. Yeah, no, I have to have something else besides this because just in case you try me, I have to go. Like no.
Okay, so how important would you say is emotional intelligence, and how do you think one truly develops that?
Emotional intelligence?
Yeah, like when dealing with people.
The importance of it, like how important it is. Well, if you're trying to be, I guess communicating with people, or if you're in a profession, or if you're doing something with people, emotional intelligence is very important. Did I answer your question?
You said that.
Do you get irritated quick? With people?
No, I feel like I'm a very patient person. Actually, I get that a lot. That like if you let's say if you're on 10, or if you're on like if you're arguing, or if your emotions are at an all-time high, I'm the type of person that's just gonna be like a chill person. I'll probably be like, okay, you know how I am. Yeah. I'm not really quick to. Yeah. Yeah.
Because the reason I asked that is because it's like. Okay, so when in most cases when conversing with women, a phrase you hear a lot is to justify any action or most actions is I
feel like.
Yeah, so it's like realistically there is no counter to I feel, right? Because anything said after that is devaluating your feelings. So I have to be intelligent enough to understand you're allowed to feel what you want to feel, right?
Right.
And then, so like, you're right to feel the way you are, but your feelings don't make you right.
Okay, that's true.
Right. So that's why I asked the question, like, how important you think it is, because I have to be able to see you, right?
Mm-hmm.
And let's say if you're not a person that can control their emotions,
mm-hmm.
I need to understand, okay, there's a reason you're acting like this. Let me give you a chance afterwards to come back to you, and then we can properly discuss it, because right now you won't be able to properly...
I'm not understanding anything you're saying, yeah, because I'm
upset. Yeah. So, like, let me just sit back, allow you to do what you want to do,
mm-hmm.
right? And then come back, and then we can have a conversation or discussion on why we got there and how to not get there again.
Yeah, I mean, that's true. I feel like even when, okay, just like what you said just now, you do have to be emotionally intelligent. Yeah. Because for women, and a woman that you're speaking to or you're communicating with also has to be mature enough to understand, okay, yes, I do feel this way, but I am wrong. So, not I am wrong, but, there's a, yeah.
So, so which gender do you think it is more important that they have that? Granted, it's important for both genders, but which gender is emotional intelligence most important to allow things to move properly?
Okay, well, for me, this is my opinion. I would say women, only because I know that women has like a lot of power, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
And if I can be emotionally intelligent enough
mm-hmm.
to know like how I'm feeling and why I'm feeling it and stuff, and how you're coming at me because of how I'm feeling, I guess,
mm-hmm.
then it would, I guess the problem would be solved faster.
Quicker. I agree.
Yeah. So
and it's funny I brought that up because I was talking to one of my friends. And
is she a female?
Yeah, I was talking with one of my friends, and she was talking, she was going and going, and I pointed it out to her, like, every time you talk, you just say, I feel. And then she started feeling kind of bad because she was like, oh, I feel like if you put I feel in front of what you're saying, people don't take you serious. But I was like, that's not the case, because women, they'll say I feel, and guys will say I think, because guys
you guys are more logical. Yeah.
I was
you're
like,
more emotional.
It was spit right now.
So they'll go based on logic. So it you putting I in front of like I feel or I think doesn't make you wrong. It just goes based on how we were wired. We process things how we wired. Because a woman gonna say I feel, and a guy gonna say I think.
I feel like if you understand, oh my God, I didn't even realize that I did that.
She started realizing it.
No. I'm just saying. I didn't even realize I did that. Oh my God, that's crazy. If we both understand each other, like, okay, I understand a male, and the male understands women, I feel. I can't say I feel.
Yeah, you see.
Okay, we gotta change it because
Once you put it out, it's like, damn, I said a lot.
Yeah.
Next topic.
But that's the. I had a question, man, for both of y'all, man. So both of y'all been in long-term relationships, right? Real long, super long. Like, what did you guys learn about yourself?
No, you answered it. I'm gonna go first though.
Okay.
What did y'all learn after the relationship was over?
Ooh, so what did I learn? I learned a lot. That's why, like, a lot of people always. It's funny because people would tell me, "Oh, I'm so sorry." I said, "Why? Sorry for what?"
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
No, I'm so serious. And she'll tell you, like,
stay your relation. How long?
Ended.
Like 9+, ain't it?
Yeah, 9. It didn't hit 10, so let's say 9.
That's
9 and 4 months, maybe.
Mine was 9 years.
Yeah, so 9 and 4 months.
But crazy.
But with me, I never say, oh, dang, I hate that. No, because everything that happened in that it made me who I am today, right?
100%.
And it also allowed me to understand what I don't like, what I want, what I seek for, what I'm willing to tolerate, what I won't tolerate again. You know what I mean? And
how you went wrong.
How I went wrong. That you get because you guys see all aspects.
Yeah.
But on the same token, it also showed me that you never have to change yourself for something that is seeking you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and what that mean, a good analogy is, it's like, if I'm in the desert and I see water, I'm not going to be like, can you change to juice though? Mm-hmm. Like, I want you, but can you change it? No, I'm drinking that water. Because that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm searching for. Mm-hmm. So, but I can say though, it made me less tolerable to things that don't appease me. Mm-hmm. Right, so in the sense of I'm not wasting my time. It's either you're with the program or you're not. We're not trying to fix it. Granted, it's a difference between collaborating with someone that you truly care about. Mm-hmm. I don't like using the word compromise because I feel like you're settling, but collaborating. That's two people coming together for the same common goal. But yeah, bro, I feel like I feel. No, for sure. But I learned a lot about myself, and looking back, I like reminisce, and I seen myself growing into the man that I am today.
It's a beautiful thing,
and I'm happy about it. Right?
Did that take did you have to take a pause to self reflect on that, or
most definitely
along the line after the relationship?
So it because you're blinded while you're in. Mm-hmm. Right? There's certain things you won't see until you get out.
Facts.
Right? So that's like that's why you know like backseat drivers or even quarterbacks will tell you this. Once they have the receiver,
hindsight is 20/20.
Yeah, when they have the receiver locked in, like looking at the game, he's like, bro, I ain't throw to him. He was wide open, but he's in it. So in his field of vision, this is what I was looking for. Mm-hmm. So this is who I'm throwing it to.
Yeah.
You just got to get there, right? Mm-hmm. So back outside looking in, even my boy will tell you because he one of the closest to me. He was like, I ain't gonna lie to you, fam. Some of the things that you was letting go, I know you, and you wouldn't let that fly.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right?
Settle.
And then, looking back, I said, you're right, bro. Mm-hmm. It's like I said, you're blinded.
Yeah.
So it's certain things like, fam, you let that slide? I said, yeah. But, he a real nigga, you feel me? Mm-hmm. So, we got a certain relationship. It's like, okay, I'm going to let you process what you got to process. Then once I can see that you processed it, then I got to check you about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You feel me? And that's real.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, for me, okay, what I learned in my relationship and seeing, like, knowing that I'm not in it right now, I can see. But I learned a lot about myself, actually. I learned that when you're dating someone for a very long time, there's you're not going to be the same. I started dating, I was in my relationship since I was 17. So
that's young.
My 17-year-old self is not the same as my 27-year-old self. And I feel like, especially when it comes to your partner, if they don't have like understanding of that, like, we're not the same, we're not going to be the same person 4 years from now, 5 years from now, and if you're not transitioning with the new person that you're with, then you're going to start to see like a lot of what's the word,
discrepancies,
inconsistencies. Yes, correct. So when you're dating that young, it's and you're still learning yourself, because obviously you're still developing, you're still growing into yourself, you're trying to see what you like, what you don't like, and you're still in that relationship. It's hard for you to what's the word? It's hard for you to kind of see what you like. What you like since you're in it. But once you're out, and it's like, wow, like, okay, well, I learned a lot in this relationship. I learned this, I learned that. This is what I need to change about myself. This is what I seen that I was doing that made me like, selfish or, stuff like that. So it just made me grow more into a woman. I was obviously I was a woman before, but it just made me more like open than
like one thing you mentioned that you learned to speak up more, like, after, like, what made you realize that, like, how was it before that you couldn't speak up?
Speak up. What do you mean by speak up?
Like, speak up, like, say if something is not going your way, or if you don't like something, you'll say, no, I don't like this, I'm not doing this.
I feel like it goes with
like, put your foot down, basically.
Yeah, it goes with who you're dating as well, or the relationship itself. Sometimes some people just we don't have time, or we don't want to hear it. So I'd rather just not say anything, because I already know that if I say something, us not being communication is also very important. But if you don't know how to communicate with your partner efficiently, most likely whatever you mention to that person, they're not gonna understand it as fast. So sometimes like I just won't speak up because
you're not trying to deal with it.
Yes, I would rather just leave it alone. So
I mean, that's like, there's no point. There's no problem.
So I got a question for everybody.
All right, one more, man.
Oh, go ahead. My phone.
Do y'all feel like, since y'all was in a long relationship and it was when y'all was young, do y'all feel like the dating has changed since y'all was in a relationship? Because I know it's crazy out here.
Scary out here. Scary out here.
Every day.
Go ahead.
yeah, you can go first.
No, bro, I just want to go first.
Every day I gotta fight, bro. I gotta make it home. I gotta stick God.
Alright, so I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, bro. Mm-hmm. I feel like the way you carry yourself depends on what you attract.
That's true.
Right? Mm-hmm. So going off that, like, because my boy tell you, we be on the phone, we be clowning, we like, dang, bro, it's scary out there. Like the stuff we see women post, the stuff we see women say, da da da. But I was like, I ain't encountered them type of women yet. You know what I mean? Like them scary women. But I think it's the way I carry myself, and on the same token, women know who to play with.
Yeah, and you are very honest.
Or someone ain't showing you.
You straightforward. You tell them exactly what it is.
So like the way I move, I tell you what it is. So if we do continue and move forward and we rocking with each other,
what it is, what you tell them?
All right, bro. This man funny, bro.
I'm trying to get some notes, bro.
But like, cause like one of the things that, like, an argument that I always see, you know, the little the 50-50 arguments that they be doing, which I think is retarded and stupid, petty. Yeah. You got to follow a certain playbook to date somebody. You got to do this, that, and the third. But I'm like, me, bro. I'm gonna come up to you. If you attractive, I'm gonna say, okay, let me take you out. I'll take you out to see your vibe. Like,
date, man.
Barely.
Man, go ahead.
Barely. I'll take you out to see your vibe, and then after the first day, if we vibe, then we can continue to talk, and then I'm gonna let it be known. Mm-hmm. And I think the energy that I give, it's reciprocated in a manner where it's like, oh, I don't have to treat bro like I treat these other people, or how they get treated on social media. Like, some of them, I seen some horror stories. Don't get me wrong now. You feel me? Some of them be crazy a little bit. You feel me? Some of them be crazy, but I will find that out before you even progress into nothing, into something. I mean, so the dating pool, I be vibing for real.
You are what you attract.
Yeah, you are.
How you feel about the dating pool?
Same thing. I feel like you are whatever you want. If you're trying to, obviously, if you have goals, okay, I want to be married one day, I want to have kids, I want to build a family, I want to do this, I want to do that. You kind of have to move in a way where people can see you, okay, as a wife, okay, I see you as a mother to my children and all this stuff. So you can't, if, like, let's just say I wanted to just have fun, I would have been, you know, on the sidewalk, like how Marcy's saying, going places, doing all these things, and you would get exactly what you attract, you know, because you're around that environment and stuff. But if you put yourself in a position, or if you kind of, what's the word,
position yourself.
Yeah, if you position yourself in a way where, okay, I want this, so I have to move accordingly. You know, I have to do certain things. I can't dress like how other women are dressing. I can't do certain things that I know a man probably will look at me differently. You know, so you know, I learned some things in the process.
What you learned?
Not too much.
Was it hard for you to start dating, like, after your relationship?
Like, what do you mean by hard? It's
like, it was like, damn, I'm not used to this. Like,
it wasn't even just
it's a different vibe.
Yeah, I feel like it was just like a you know, just like you're introducing yourself, and it wasn't like a hard thing. It does. Oh, yeah, it wasn't hard.
And one thing I add as well is, like, that's why, and my advice to all the men out there dating, don't modify nothing that you're currently doing to fit somebody else's standard schedule or whatever. Because once you do that is when you get lost. That's when you encounter women that you probably don't want, right? With me, I have a strict schedule. I follow the schedule. And the reason my transition was so easy, I had that same schedule even when I was in a relationship. So like people like, oh, how are you able to just jump back in the groove? Because the groove didn't change. The only difference is me making accommodations for another person to fit into that schedule. I never made my schedule fit around somebody else. I made them fit around my schedule. So if I'm giving you my time and I'm spending time with you, that means I still accomplished what I needed to do, but I found pockets in my schedule to make it work, right?
Right.
And women of value see that. You know what I mean? So and I felt like I've encountered a lot of women of value. Have I kept them? It's probably my fault. That's okay. But they see, because like once they see a set schedule, then they're like, okay, he take this serious, he take this serious, he take this serious. This is somebody I can see leading me because he's being a good steward of his own life.
Yeah, and trust me, they see.
Right. So, because like this is just a friend, right? And I take my fitness very serious. People know that. No matter what you see me do, I'm gonna make sure I get in the gym. I get in my word. I'm at church. People know that. Like I went up to a dessert table at this function, and then this girl I know was about to get some dessert or whatever, and then she see me walk up. She said, "I can't even eat this dessert because Mark here." I said, "What I gotta do with that? I'm grabbing a brownie right with you." You know what I mean? But it's just the way I carry myself and the way I move. They're like, "Oh, okay, that's not somebody you play with." You know what I'm saying? So I think that's why it makes the dating pool so it's regular. Like if I promise you, if I want to get out the game right now, I know probably like 2 to 3, maybe 4 quality women I can see myself with.
What game you in right now?
It's called Sidewalk.
What's the game?
It's called Sidewalk.
The streets.
I'm taking notes.
It's called Sidewalk. No, for real though. But on the same token though, it's like you gotta make me wanna press pause or press quit. Cause that's why I like people that are dating for a purpose. It's so comical to me. Because the reason
That's crazy. Wow.
No, the reason I say dating for a purpose is comical is because you know how much people can fit the job requirements but it's not good for their job? So
that's true.
With that logic, it's like you're just looking for somebody to hit certain check boxes and then you're going to okay, this one I can rock with. No. I'm looking for somebody that genuinely makes me feel like this can be my partner.
I like that.
You know what I mean? This is somebody I can... There's 2 aspects, and this is going to lead into my next question for you. Because there's some women I see out here, I can see you as my wife. And then there's some I can see you as the one that's going to raise my children.
Oh.
Sometimes it's not both. Right? And I need a woman that's both.
You say you got 3 or 4. So
out of that 3 or 4, so out of that 3 or 4, I can see 2 as being my wife, and I can see 1 as raising my children, but not both.
How can you see someone as your wife but not raising your children?
Yeah.
So the way it's like with me, we mesh on another level, like driven, grind, but maybe I don't get that nurturing, that level of nurture from you, right?
I love me a nurturing girl.
But or like they say, if I can see you as the mother of my children, you are a nurturing woman who can be poured into to a certain degree to continue to propel my ideals on my children, because realistically you're the one that's going to instill in that, and you're the one want to instill in that instead of the outside world. But maybe we won't mesh together one-on-one, and eventually it's going to be us 2 when the kids leave the house.
That's true.
So my next question is, what do you value the most? Being a mother or being a wife? Which is more important to you?
That's a good question. What do I value more? Being a mother or being a wife?
Yeah.
Ooh, am I going to sound selfish if I say being a wife?
No, not really.
No,
I mean, I would say
there's no wrong answer.
I would say being a wife. The only reason, because you kind of touched that a little bit when you was like, okay, when the kids leave, it's gonna be just me and my husband. So I feel like, okay, if I'm a wife to my husband is going to obviously pour into my kids as well, and as well with me. So if I'm not a good wife, then he might not be a good father to my kids.
That's real.
So I would say I would rather be a good, not rather, if I had to value one more than the other, I would value being a wife before being a mother.
That's real.
Yeah. And that's true. That's why like I know we touched on that before in the podcast. That's why like some relationship or marriage don't work. Because when you have a kid,
Everything changes.
Yeah, you put the kid first,
Where they be at?
and you don't put your attention like on your husband no more. Everything is about the kid, and then everything just fall apart. You guys fall out of love and things like that.
Yeah.
So relationships don't work.
But and this is not a but to you. This is a but to my previous statement. One thing, things can be developed, and that's why I said if I want to get out of the game, I could have, because they can be developed. But I'm a type of person, along with the development, I want to see the foundation before we get in a relationship, because a lot of people know how to play the role to get what they want.
Really well.
And then they switch up once they get
Women is good at that.
Women are good at that, right?
Y'all good at that.
So
y'all play that role.
Niggas be lying on applications for sure.
Yeah, all the time, bro.
They get the ring, you act different. Like, bro, who did I marry?
Cause I tell you right now, I got some female friends, great girlfriends, but they're horrible people. I love all of y'all, but you're horrible people.
Oh my
and
gosh.
the things I know about them, I know their significant other don't know that. But we have that level. Granted, they know some crazy stuff about me too. But we have that certain level where it's like we can like talk about stuff like that, and we know the real, like, each other.
Yeah.
And the reason I move the way I move is you're gonna know more about. Sadly, people know more about their friends than they do about their spouse, and it's evident because we spoke on this. It's like when you bring your spouse in a different environment with your friends, your spouse is sitting back like,
Who are you?
"Who are you? I never seen you do this."
And then you're looking confused, like, what do you mean?
And then your friends looking like,
This is how she is.
like, this is regular.
This is how she is.
And she's actually behaving tonight, or he's actually on his best behavior tonight.
Yeah.
What do you mean? So
Yeah.
that's why, like, you said why you don't want to get out the game yet is because I don't know your foundation yet.
And I feel like just like how when you had mentioned, you was like, this is why it's kind of easy for you to be in the dating pool because you're always straightforward. You do the same. Like, everybody's going to know you as who you are. That's why it's so important not to change who you are with anyone.
Exactly.
You know, because when you, if we're dating or something and I only take you to school, church, yeah, and then I take you to somewhere else and then you're completely different. I'm like, okay, wait,
who is this person?
Yeah, so it's better for you to just be the real authentic you.
Yeah, and
show everybody who you are.
And that's one thing
face
too,
face
like
value.
Like you were saying, like women, they like when you pursuing something.
Yeah.
Like most guys, that's where they messed up at. Like before the relationship, they'll be pursuing something. They'll be choosing it on their own path, like whatever it may be. And then as soon as they get in a relationship, they start changing. She be like, I don't see you a lot. You stop doing the things that you used to do. And then she get tired again. She get bored because she see you a lot now. And you're like, but you said you don't see me a lot.
And that's what you want.
And yeah, and I try to make time for you. And she get bored, so she cheat on you or whatever. Yeah, like she don't want you no more. That's why you got to stand on business.
Stay focused.
Stay on business, man.
Stand on
Whatever.
business.
If you pursuing something, that's what attracts her to you. Don't go based on like her words.
Yeah, my homegirl said one of the realest things, bro. She said, "I don't want to be a guy's top priority. Give me top 3 and we good."
And it's not. Yeah, it's not supposed to be like that. You're not supposed to make it.
She said, "Give me top 3 and we good." And I said, okay, break it down for me. God, your drive, then me. I said, ooh.
Say less. That's not your
Bring
wife.
on the pod, man.
No, that's
not your wife.
No, that's my dog. That's my dog. For real.
Bring on the pod. I'm joking, man.
But and the reason I say that's my dog because it's like men out here, like, you don't want to try to sleep with every woman you come encounter with because there's certain free game that when you actually have a genuine like platonic relationship with a female, they'll put you on so much game, bro, that like you can't get it from your dog or other because they're actually in it. So you see the other side. Like
I need a platonic friend.
Yeah, like the same way, all the game, all the free game, like throughout our whole life, I give you,
friend,
you can apply it, and then you could give me free game, vice versa, right? So like, this is my cousin, by the way, so y'all don't start saying nothing crazy, because I already know how y'all be. This is my cousin. But
I can't have my cousin on the podcast.
But it's my cousin. I real life, like, I tell people this like the female version of me, because everything I learned, I poured it back into her. You know what I mean? Like,
Did y'all console each other?
Console? I'm not really like a.
Y'all was there for each other.
Nah, so it's funny. So because I'm not like I don't like empathy or like don't cry for me, da 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 da. And she is awkward in the sense like she don't know how to like address serious stuff, so she just, I'm here.
I am. That's how I am. But I think it works out for the most part.
One question, man. What made you change your mind about, not going back into your relationship?
That's a good question. Next topic.
Yeah, we try to help. We try to give you some answers, bro.
That's crazy.
And we try to give you some answers, bro. We try, bro.
Cause man, we were talking about it. You feel me? We were talking about it. It was like one thing, then another.
Y'all G-rompers.
Yeah, we'll try to get. I got a great question. This is for everybody. So,
that's the question of the day.
Yeah, that's my question of the day.
All right.
Question of the day? I think I need to introduce it.
Actual question of the day.
Question of the day. Like it's the third step. You feel me? So this is a good one. This is for everybody. What are your views on the double standard society that we live in, and do you truly believe that women want full equality?
Okay, this is for me. Do I truly believe women want full equality? I'm going to see if I can answer it correctly. But for me, I know we're not equal. I don't know why women or why most of us are like that, trying to be, if a man can do it, I can do it. That's not really true. It's not true because we're not the same, okay? I can't lift up or push a car if it ain't got no gas at the gas station, but a man can. There's certain stuff that you can do certain things and people will look at you like, okay, well, whatever, he's a man. But if I do the same thing, they're gonna look at me like, okay, she don't value herself, or she don't do this, or she think she's not what's the word? You know what I mean? Like she's not protecting herself, or yeah. So with the equality stuff, I'm not like that. I'm not a person that's going to be like, I'm just a man can do it, I can do it too. That is absolutely not. No, I cannot. You do you. I'm gonna stay over here.
There's certain things that a man can do that a woman can't do, and there's certain things that a woman can do that
we gotta learn from each other. It's
That's
funny.
true.
It's funny you say that too. Like, cause I seen a TikTok. It was like whenever they wanted to create like a society and things like that. Say if tomorrow men wake up and create a law. Like they could change the whole United States, like, and with building like society and stuff like that. If it's all women, I think they did a test. Like if it's all women, like women not gonna build stuff, man. Yeah. Like they not gonna. You feel me?
Absolutely not.
And that correlates to this show. I forgot. Handmaid's Tale. Like they set up like this rule. All of a sudden they had it in motion. They applied it. They went back to the old days, like where you had to have like women like cover their head, cover their whole body. You can't be promiscuous. Even like to have babies, because some of the women couldn't have babies and stuff like that. Like you would have to look away. Like you would just have to have sex just to procreate basically. And the guys created that rule, and I was thinking like, if that happened for in real life, what woman's gonna do like to stop that? That's why you need like if guys create this like a whole rule to change the whole United States, right? Like the Handmaid's Tale. Like women ain't gonna go to war by themselves and stuff like that.
Because
guys, guys create a lot of things. Like even say if somebody robbing a place. A woman ain't gonna, you feel me, step up. They gonna be like, hey, go do something, man. Yeah. The house, I think they robbing the house.
So even if something is happening, or if you have to go change, the AC there or something, who are you gonna call? I'm gonna call my man, because I'm not doing it. I don't know how to do it, So we can't keep saying we're equal. If I can do it, if a man can do it, I can do it. That's not true.
Yeah, and certain things, don't shoot me. Like women would do, we can't do. Like,
exactly. Like
it's just accept it.
You're supposed to come together. We're supposed to come together as a unit and collaborate. Like I said earlier, and work together. Because I have a homegirl. When I tell you, she is a grinder. I usually call her a goat on land and a shark in the water. You feel me? Because anything that needs to happen, she's gonna make it done. But she'll tell you first quarter, just because I could do it, I don't want to. I want a man to come do it.
That is correct. I don't want anybody to be ever misconstrued with, okay, oh, she's an entrepreneurship, she's independent. Absolutely not. I am not independent. I am dependent. I don't want that title, you know?
We do, man. No woman, I don't care. No woman truly wants to have to do everything. Because you see it on social media the whole time. Mm-hmm. It's like, I'm tired of being in my hard girl era. I just want to sit back and let my man do everything.
Facts.
And just know that whatever you obviously the man's gonna be able to pour into me. If you're able to pour into me, you're gonna be obviously straight too, because whatever you're pouring into me is gonna see it's gonna multiply. And that's true. That's 100% facts.
And I think that's where a lot of like men fold. Me personally, you know me. I love boss. I love boss ladies. Mm-hmm. I love women that's on their grind. I love authoritative women. I just love.
Like tell you what to do.
Yo, relax, man.
Oh,
man. Y'all being funny.
Like whip you.
Now y'all boys. But yeah, no, you might. No, I say I like that because, and the reason I like that realistically, bro, is like, and the reason I know how to like, you know, deal with them and get along with them. Because I understand the concept. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they could do it. That don't mean they want to. Mm-hmm. A lot of men, they fold because it's like, oh yeah, she making all this bread. She making a little more than me. She don't need me to help with nothing. That's how you lose her. I'm the type, if you could do everything by yourself, I'm going to come do it for you. Because I know if I'm ever down and out,
if that one leg breaking, I can't go to work. I know we straight.
I know we straight because I've been taking care of everything. So if I'm not good, you've been holding it down for me. Mm-hmm. So like, cause like my personal bro, like my old boy, you breadwinner, but my mom was a go getter too.
Yeah, you told me.
My old boy got sick. He couldn't work for 6 years, and we've been straight. Mm-hmm. My mom been holding it down for 6 years plus. Cause they savings been straight because she ain't have to do a dime. My old boy was grinding like crazy, making sure we was straight. And now he can't. You know what I'm saying, on the financial aspect. My old girl got it. Don't worry, babe. I got you.
Yeah.
You had us for 20 plus years. Let me hold down the last. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And that's what that's what I'm looking for. That's why I can't have a pretty bum.
Yeah, there is pretty bums out there.
Beautiful bums.
Wow. Not gonna lie.
Gotta stay away from it.
When I'm a million, I'm crashing out.
I ain't mad, though.
Oh my god.
But all I'm saying is,
though,
you seen people win the lotto and end up on the street a couple years later.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, you can have money, but if you don't know how to manage it.
She gonna leave you, boy. The bread ran out. My love ran out too.
You out bread? That's crazy. I'm crashing out, man. But yeah, man, we appreciate Jay's juice, Jay Lust. You feel me?
Thank you everything. Most of the questions.
You know, we appreciate you coming on the pod, man. Tell the people where they can find you.
If you guys want to find me, y'all can follow me at Jay's Juice __. That is JAYS Juice. You know, it rolls off your tongue. I'm telling you, once you try it, you always buy it.
Facts.
You feel me?
And by the way, I'm the face of Jay Juice, y'all.
Oh my gosh.
So
or if you want to follow or see, talk to me and DM me on my personal page. It's J_2 short, where you can see all my travel activities and all my little stuff. You feel me?
All inclusive
vibes. Catching flights.
Let's go, man. Hey, y'all know what to do, man. Go ahead and comment,
share,
subscribe, man.
And for all the silent supporters, we appreciate you, but don't be too silent. No,
and we appreciate y'all on the last video, man. Y'all been.
I ain't like y'all gave us a lot of the last two.
Yeah.
The last episode video. 8.
Yeah, episode 8.
We
man.
appreciate y'all for episode.
This episode 10, y'all, man. We made it to our 10th episode. I forgot to say that in the beginning.
10th episode, so we
yes, sir.
We had to have our first female guest for our first, you know what I'm saying, first 10 episodes.
Right, we're gonna start. You feel me? Have an application if you want to come on the pod.
Yeah.
Hey, we ain't getting big. We getting big out here, man.
I had at least like 2 to 3 people asked to be guests on the show. A couple of females, couple of dudes, but we wanted the 10th one to be somebody special. Somebody special. I was like, we gotta get Jay Juice in here.
I'm sorry I didn't get to y'all shots. I was really busy. So
that's good.
Yeah, I got y'all next time.
As always, man, appreciate y'all, man. Crypto, stop playing. Crypto going up, though. I ain't gonna lie, but we here.